Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now. Hello world, I'm Chris Pirillo, and this is the Locker Gnome Daily Report, or TLDR for short, your daily dose of tech news, gadget views, and answers that you can use. And I know one more thing you could use. Deals. We just launched deals.lockergnome.com, and every single day we're going to be posting and promoting a different deal. So if you look there now, you can see discounts on Windows software, on Mac software, some freebies, and this little gadget, a remote-controlled helicopter. And you can get it at half off. It's really a deal, and it's really happening, and it's just for you. Make sure you sign up for the special email newsletter at the bottom to be notified of new deals and freebies. And don't worry, I'll be talking about it every day, because they're deals. Who could pass those up? Keep in mind, though, that every one of the deals is going to be time limited, so be sure to take advantage of them while you can. Last week, I asked you if you wanted me to share with you why I tend to stick with Apple, why I support them through thick and thin. And it's specifically in relation to some problems that I've had with my iPhone 5s. Yes, I've had more than one as I try to pull this one out of my pocket. I had posted a video a while ago when I had cracked my iPhone screen. And the videos, of course, in this channel, you could watch it if you haven't already. They replaced it, no questions asked. They didn't know who I was. I set up an appointment, went in, and it was really taken care of without muss or fuss. Well, the other day, I noticed a purple booger, as I mentioned in a Pirillo vlog, when I would go to take pictures, no matter which app I happened to use. It would seem that it wasn't actually something on the lens, rather on the sensor. And in doing some basic research, it turns out that, yes, it could have been a booger on the sensor, and the booger would be my word, not Apple's word. So I set up a Genius Bar appointment from the Apple Store application on the iPhone, which was working fine, except for the purple booger, and had the whole thing taken care of, and they replaced it with another iPhone, a brand new iPhone 5. So this is my third iPhone 5, and I only paid for one of them. Apple is not a perfect company. There's no such thing as a perfect company. In fact, there are rumors today that the back of Nexus 4 screens are breaking. Not to, step outside the Apple boundaries, but I just wanted to clarify that I'm not trying to lambaste Apple. I'm not saying that they're the only company with problems. But it's how they deal with those problems that gives me the confidence to buy more products from Apple, to stay within their ecosystem, as much as it may not work for everybody. To me, there's a huge value in knowing I can get something taken care of, that I'm not on my own, that I'm not going to be frustrated with customer service. Now, I happen to live in an area where there are a few Apple stores. I can set up an appointment easily through the application on my iOS devices. I almost break the screen on this one. Hopefully, I'm not going to be working on my fourth iPhone 5. But I could also set an appointment by way of just a regular old web browser. It's easy. It's painless. And sorry, the back of the Nexus 4 slipped off of the desk there because it's slick. It's probably why the back of them may be breaking. It's the customer service that keeps me coming back and keeps me supporting Apple, because I feel like, in turn, I'm being supported. I don't know how many other companies would have done that. If I had gone to the carrier to say, hey, my random phone is broken, who knows what they would have done. And I'm not, trying to put words in their mouth, but I've had really rotten customer service experiences with many other companies. And I know you guys have too. In fact, if you've made it through life without having a bad experience with customer service, you're alone, because I think pretty much everybody has. And it's not saying that Apple does it perfect every single time. It's just that they remove the stress from having to deal with a problem, because problems are going to be inevitable. And this customer service, this feeling like I'm going to be taken care of, keeps me supporting Apple every single time. So you ask, why does Apple put a premium on things? Well, you know what? If that premium means that I'm going to get better customer service, I am more than happy to pay for it. And if you want to cut corners, hey, go for it. If you want to be your own customer service, that's great. But sometimes that doesn't work when you've got a hardware problem. And the last thing you want to feel is alone. And I just wanted to say that that's probably the number one reason I'm still with Apple. Generally speaking, they have quality products. Doesn't mean problems don't crop up, but they take care of them. And more importantly, they take care of me as a customer. That's my story. And speaking of Apple, HBO is letting subscribers stream HBO Go to TV over AirPlay. Finally, not just audio, but video too. That's the biggest advantage of having an Apple TV if you have an iOS device. AirPlay. It's awesome. Broadcom's new chip could bring 150 megabit per second mobile broadband to your phone or tablet. And not a moment too soon. Intel confirms Internet TV launch this year, complete with set-top box and camera. Let's just hope they could replace my existing DVRs, which kind of suck in terms of a user experience. I've used Internet TVs before, but I'm still waiting for a really, truly awesome one. It just seems that most Internet TV experiences only go halfway, only provide half of a solution to a whole problem. Android phones are connecting without carrier networks. Opera founder sells shares, potentially clearing way for acquisition. Do you guys use Opera? I mean, I've used it at times. I don't even think I have it installed on my computer anymore. It was nice as an alternative, just that it was always kind of fugly. Microsoft commits to more 128 gig Surface Pros in stores by Saturday. I'm certainly going to be holding on to mine for the foreseeable future, and as I mentioned in yesterday's hands-on video, it's actually a pretty good buy if you're looking for a good Windows 8, what would you call this thing? The Surface. The only thing I might want to change is the touch cover. I'd rather have a black one, but I can't seem to find any. Apple announces $8 billion paid out to developers, a jump of $1 billion in just 1 month. If you're wondering which platform you should start with if you want to make money, well, wonder no more. That being said, our Locker Gnome app is free. There's even no banner ads in it, and it runs on both iOS and Android. And let's see who our top user is today. It looks like JMoney916. Thanks again for using it. We rely on the mobile roadie platform to build the binary because I don't know a lick of programming. Yeah, anybody can make their own application on mobileroadie.com without needing a developer. Our question of the day is brought to you by GoDaddy.com. And if you want to save money on your next purchase on GoDaddy, email me first, chris@Pirillo.com. I will email you my latest list of coupons. On LockerGnome.net, Fady asks, is the iPad mini screen big enough? He's wanting to buy an iPad predominantly for reading books and PDFs. He has an iPhone 4S and a MacBook Air, and he enjoys the Apple ecosystem. That means even though you might like the Nexus 7, and it's a good buy, he's not interested. I gotta tell you, my iPad mini is pretty much my bedroom iPad. Believe it or not, I have a bedroom iPad. I mean, I've got a regular iPad that I usually keep here in my home office, or of course, I travel with it as well. The only thing I might say that you would be disappointed in with the iPad mini is specifically the screen clarity. While it's sharper than the iPad 2 screen clarity, it's not quite as sharp as a Retina display. That's one thing to keep in mind. However, that being said, the trade-off is this is extremely lighter, the iPad mini, compared to the regular iPad. I have no qualms recommending either one of them, but I would say the iPad mini would edge out the iPad for long-form reading. Here's the thing to keep in mind. A lot of people can't even see the difference between Retina and non-Retina displays. And speaking of technology, I was told to open this box on camera. So here's the box. There's the camera. This was sent to me by Brandon Steinberg, and it is an Asus Skype video phone. So I can put this thing anywhere and Skype with anybody. You know, I don't think I've ever had a video phone. This would be a first. Thanks, man. Now, all I need is someone to call. Ghostbusters! Even if you didn't catch that reference, we still appreciate you liking and sharing the content that we are creating for you every day, including this very video. Thanks for doing that. And by the way, I don't know if you caught the tweet that I tweeted on Twitter before doing this video, but it's specifically in relation to YouTube officially sponsoring Vlogger Fair. That's going to be the event we're doing here in Seattle this summer. And yes, I am going to be reaching out to many tech vloggers, people who you follow on YouTube and Twitter and beyond, to get them up here to Seattle, to all get together, because we enjoy vlogging for you, as long as you keep doing what you do, and that is sharing our content with others. We'll see you later.